G'day guys, SirPrawnAlot here with another video. Today we're going to be setting up this aquarium here for blue velvet dream shrimp. I've got the sand finally and a few other things to add in here, and then I can fill her up and yeah, she'll be pretty much shrimp ready. I'm going to let it cycle for probably 3 weeks just to make sure it's all good for the shrimp to go, and then I'll have a video with shrimp in it, and hopefully I'll be able to have a bit more success and yeah, breed some shrimp. So I just gotta start off by cleaning my sand, and then I'll get back to you on filling up this tank. So I cleaned out the sand so the water that you put in runs out clear. You just get your hose and you squirt it into this bucket of sand, and it'll come out cloudy at first, but it'll get clearer as you go. So now I'm going to add it into this tank. I'm going to use a smaller scoop and just slowly pop it in, and hopefully I have enough to cover the bottom. I'm a bit unsure on that. I might have to get a bit more, but we'll see how we go. So I just got this small cup here to scoop out the sand. So it's pretty simple. You just dig into it, get a bit of sand. I left the water in there so the sand stays wet and it fills all the gaps on the bottom of the tank, so you don't get any air bubbles. So yeah, that's pretty much the process. I'm just going to scoop and pop it in. Once I get to the end of the bucket, I'll just pour it in and shake the rest in, but this way is a bit easier. You can see how much you need, and yeah, you can sort of keep track of what you're doing, I guess. So all that sand's in, now I just have to flatten it out. You can just use a card, like a credit card or an ID card, and just go through and even it all out and make it nice and flat. So I'll go through and do that, and then I'll start adding in some rocks and plants, I guess. So as you can see, it's a lot flatter now. I think I got a pretty good amount of sand in there. It's about exactly what I needed, so it turned out pretty well. So yeah, I'll go along, add in some rocks and things and set it up how I like it, and then I'll add some water. I've added in the rock, sponge filter there, and another smaller sponge filter here, and the feeding dish. Feeding dish is very important when it comes to shrimp. If you just feed onto the sand or the gravel or whatever substrate you have, the food will break down and just seep into the substrate. Sand, I think, isn't as bad for it because it's so small and the food doesn't really get through as much, but if food does get down there, it'll get trapped and it will start growing bad bacteria. and then all it takes is for you to stir up the sand or the substrate a little bit, and you know, you get the deadly gas bubbles, as they say. So yeah, shrimp bowl is definitely great. It's also handy if you want to take photos or something like that, because you can just put it all your food in there and the shrimp will come straight to it. I actually use this pipe here to put it down into the bowl and then drop the food through the pipe, and then it goes into the bowl. You can buy like clear acrylic pipes like that with the bowls usually, which is really handy. So yeah, definitely recommend the bowl. There's going to be plenty of filtration in this tank. I've had this sponge filter here for ages and no use for it, so I thought this would be the place to do it. I'm getting some subwassatang and I'm going to put it on this rock, and I think it'll grow on the rock pretty well. I still have to add the moss wall into here, but I'll wait until the water's in to do that. So yeah, I really like how it's looking at the moment, so I can't wait till it has, you know, shrimp in it and all the plants grow in and stuff like that. So I'll just add the water in now. I have this little tub here to add the water in. Pretty much I'm just going to put it down probably over here, and it should stop the sand from spreading out everywhere and going crazy. So yeah, I'll cut back to this when I'm filling it up. So I decided I'll just siphon the water in. I'm still going to use that tub to aim the water onto, but I wasn't going to try and pour the bucket in. So just start the siphon. Away it goes. So hopefully that'll start overflowing a bit and just slowly seep into the tank. It doesn't look like it's causing any troubles really. So yeah, I'll probably have to do this 3 times and then it should be all good to go. So there you have it. I added in the moss wall and the sponges and the rocks and all that, and the heater, and I've fully filled it up. It's looking pretty good. I really like how the white sand looks. But yeah, it's looking real nice. So this is pretty much shrimp ready. I mean, I'm going to let it cycle for a few weeks like I said, but yeah, there's not much else I have to order in for it or anything. Like I said, I have the subwassatang coming for that rock, so that corner will be, yeah, just a big bush hopefully. Obviously there's a bit of a way to go with the moss wall. I put it on an angle, so once it does grow it'll take up more of like the wall there, instead of it just being a straight like angle. But no, it's nice. On the top here, it's hard to see, but I added in these little hooks. They're just like wall hooks for paintings, but the lids came just like flat with no real way to get them off easily and safely. I dropped them in a couple times when I was putting them on and off and whatnot, so thought that'd be the safe option. There's a few bits and pieces floating around in there. That's just because they were on this old sponge here and this old sponge, because they've been cycled through. So they'll probably settle down, but yeah, just gotta let the bacteria grow and get some algae growing in there for the shrimp, and it should be good. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am filming on a new camera. It's one I've had for ages. I used to do my old videos with it, and yeah, I've started using it again. It's better quality in my opinion. I can really zoom in and get some nice shots. So hopefully when the shrimp come, I'll be able to get some good shots of the shrimp. So yeah, let me know if the video quality is any better in your opinion. There's no point obviously using this camera if my phone, which I was filming on earlier, is the way to go. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos from this tank. Obviously I'll give you updates when the subwasser tank comes, and when the moss wall starts growing a bit more, and once I get some shrimp in here. That'll probably be in a few weeks. I'm also going to be taking down that tank at the far end over there. I've taken pretty much its sponge filter out of it, but its hang on the back filter had broken, and I'm not really doing anything with it anymore. I was going to use it for a fighting fish, but as I said, I'm using this tank for the fighting fish now, so there's no real point of having it filled with water and, you know, nothing happening. So I'll be getting rid of the plants in there. I'll probably sell them, or yeah, sell them back to the pet shop or something like that for a little bit. It probably won't be worth much anyway. But yeah, really keen to get some shrimp in here and start it up. It looks really nice. I'm pretty happy with it. It's so clear. There's no scratches like the other tank. It's just crystal clear. I ended up putting some just brown cardboard at the back there. I'll probably make it black, maybe paint it, or just get black card and put it there. Just because the white on the background didn't go too well with the white sand. As you can see, there's a bit of a reflection of the camera there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Comment down below and like if you want to see more setup videos like this. Let me know. Yeah, thanks for watching.